EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Browns had 10-3 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, it's Watson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And some room to work. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a first down throw. Watson swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete. Jackson to Boyk in 1st down, Baltimore.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Jackson on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Got an open man at Schwartz. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watson now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
32 yards.
and the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Watson looks to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw again is Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Like, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Yeah, that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air yet again. Watson. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
A York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Odafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Watson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Odafe Owe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Here's Watson.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Watson.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Browns, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another